The day I found out my husband was having an affair, I didn't scream, cry, or throw anything. I simply sat at the kitchen table, staring at the cold cup of coffee in front of me, trying to understand how 12 years of marriage could fall apart with one text message. It wasn't even meant for me. His phone buzzed while he was in the shower. The screen lit up with a message that read, "I can't wait until you're finally living here with me. I'm tired of sharing you." I wish I could say I misunderstood it, but I didn't. When I confronted him, he didn't deny it. He sighed like he was tired of pretending. "I didn't plan for this to happen," he said. "I love her." Those 4 words hurt more than I can describe. He asked for a few days to figure things out. I left because there was nothing left to figure out. He had already made his choice. That night, while he stayed at a friend's house, I walked through every room of our home. I looked at the clothes hanging in the closet, the expensive watch I bought him for our 10th anniversary, his favorite coffee mug, his gaming console, his books, even the old baseball glove he'd kept since high school. Then I had an idea. If he wanted a new life with his mistress, he could start it immediately. The next morning, I rented a small moving truck. My younger brother helped me load every single thing that belonged to my husband. We filled dozens of boxes. His clothes. His shoes. His tools. His office desk. His television. Everything. I even packed the coffee maker because technically he had bought it. I looked up the address of the woman he was seeing. I'd never met her before, but I knew exactly where she lived. When we arrived, she opened the door with a confused smile. Before she could say anything, I said calmly, "Congratulations. Since you wanted my husband so badly, I figured you'd need all of his things too." Her smile disappeared. The movers carried box after box into her front yard. Neighbors slowed their cars to watch. She kept saying, "Wait, what are you doing?" I handed her a folder containing copies of our lease, our utility bills, and a note with my husband's phone number. "He'll explain everything," I said. "Enjoy your new life together." Then I drove away. For the first time in weeks, I felt peaceful. I blocked my husband's number and spent the rest of the day cleaning the empty spaces in the house. Somehow, seeing his side of the closet empty made it easier to breathe. That peace lasted exactly 1 day. The next afternoon, my phone rang from an unknown number. It was him. "What did you do?" he yelled. "I moved your belongings." "You embarrassed us." I almost laughed. "Us?" I asked. "I thought that's what you wanted." He hung up. Later that evening, I received another call. This time it was the mistress. "I didn't know he was still living with you," she admitted. That surprised me. "What did he tell you?" "He said your marriage was basically over months ago. He said you were separated." I closed my eyes. We had celebrated our anniversary just 6 weeks earlier. She had no idea. She apologized over and over. She sounded genuinely shocked. Then she said something I never expected. "I don't think I want him here." Apparently, once all of his boxes arrived, so did reality. She lived in a tiny apartment with barely enough room for herself. She hadn't imagined sharing her home with a man carrying years of baggage, literally and emotionally. By the weekend, she had ended the relationship. My husband suddenly had nowhere to go. He called again, but this time his voice was different. "I'm sorry," he whispered. "I made a mistake." I listened quietly. "I'll do anything," he continued. "Please let me come home." For a moment, I remembered the man I married. The vacations, the late-night talks, the dreams we built together. Then I remembered the text message. I remembered how calmly he admitted he loved someone else. And I remembered that he only wanted to come back because she had rejected him. "I'm not your backup plan," I said. There was a long silence. "I've already contacted a lawyer." He started crying. "I'll change." "I hope you do," I replied. "But you'll have to do it without me." I ended the call. The divorce wasn't easy. It took months to settle everything. Friends picked sides. Some relatives begged me to forgive him because everyone makes mistakes. But betrayal isn't just one mistake. It's hundreds of choices made in secret. Months later, I sold the house and moved into a smaller place closer to my job. I painted the walls the colors I liked, bought furniture he would have hated, and filled the rooms with plants. For the first time in years, my home truly felt like mine. One afternoon, I ran into an old mutual friend at a grocery store. She hesitated before saying, "Have you heard about your ex?" I shook my head. "He lost his job. The woman he left you for moved to another state. He's renting a tiny room now." I wished him no harm. But I didn't feel sorry either. Life has a strange way of returning the energy we give to others. He traded loyalty for excitement. He traded a family for a fantasy. And when the fantasy disappeared, he discovered that some doors don't reopen. Sometimes it's simply helping them pack for the life they insisted they wanted, and then refusing to let them unpack it back into yours.